Okay, I was literally just sitting here playing Hollow Knight, enjoying myself as I've never played the game and it's supposed to be really good. And then I look this up and it does seem that the Senate has approved the ban that I was just talking about a couple weeks ago on hemp products. Now, does this mean that it's going to go away right away? No, but we are going to talk about this more. This is pretty bad, to be completely honest, but hopefully things will change or something will change. Even though I got the Christmas stuff up a little early, it is still a rough day. So we are going to get a little crossfaded in this video and have an adult beverage, if you will. Alright, what is going on, people of Earth? My name is chillydillyendbumps with another chill-ass video. Sadly, today is not a chill day. As I said, the Senate has approved on a bill to essentially close the loophole of the 2018 Farm Bill, which has allowed such awesome companies like JK Distro, shout out to them for sponsoring the video, but companies like this to thrive and for a lot of people to get the medicine that they want a lot easier. Now, obviously, this has caused a lot of problems in a sense as well. Now, obviously, I don't think the government is thinking about those problems. I definitely think it's just a money thing. But with the Senate passing this bill, so pretty much meaning if this does go all the way through, that 95% of products will be gone. D8, THCA, things like that will definitely be gone. I just got a little something for this video, but... So what does it mean that Senate has passed this? This just happened, some say like yesterday or a couple days ago. They did pass this bill with different provisions essentially and rescheduling or redoing what all this hemp stuff is. Now, I just made a video about this a couple weeks ago talking about how this has been going up for vote. Now, me personally, I don't know a whole lot about all the process of this stuff happening. I thought if it went through the Senate, that's it, we're done. That is not the case, thankfully, right? So the next place that it goes to is the House of Representatives. Now, if you don't know, the government has been shut down, so that means that the House of Representatives hasn't even been able to vote for anything. Now, looking it up, it did say that they are coming back, literally just articles of like today saying that they're voting to come back. But on top of that, voting to come back, then they would have to vote on this new bill or this new writing that essentially because essentially they just rewrote what the hemp bill essentially. It's a little confusing on how exactly it's working, but I mean, literally just they keep putting it in the words of like the language that they're writing on this provision or this redo of the hemp bill, but it's not exactly the hemp bill. It's a new thing that'll stop the hemp bill. It's very, very confusing, or really just more or less stop the act of selling like D8, THCA, get those kinds of products out of stores. Now, even if this were to pass through the House of Representatives, I think maybe then it would go into full effect, and then stuff probably would disappear pretty quick. I myself would definitely be out of a job, which is fucking terrible. This is a very stressful thing to watch, especially on my half. Especially on my side, man. It's very, very stressful, but... Now... let's talk about what happens with the House of Representatives when they vote for this. I will say that, like, just doing some basic research, I already saw where it said, like, 13 or 14 people in the House of Representatives is, against wanting to ban all this stuff. So I know I think it said that they needed, like, 217 votes, and there's, like, 219 in the House of Representatives. This is a good little government lesson for you, because it was a good little government lesson for me. So let's say that they don't vote it, right? Or they're like, hey, nah, we don't like how this sounds. It goes back to the Senate. Now, see, this has been going on for quite a bit of time. If you've been in the hemp space, have been watching just all about the hemp space, essentially, you'll know that this is not the first time that Senate has come and attacked this and wrote some kind of provision, new rule, whatever the case is, to ban this stuff, right? This has happened a lot, and I guess it goes to the House of Representatives, and they veto it, and then it goes back to the Senate, and they have to rewrite it. Now, like I was saying, this comes back to the fact that even though it passed through the Senate, I saw many articles where it said some senator put in last minute the writing or how it would be if it went through, that all the products would get banned, right? There are ways to fight this, as I've said, even supporting just somebody like JK Distro. They put money back into people that are fighting against this. With it going to the House of Representatives and with people being against it, I have faith that it won't go through. And here's why, and I explained it in the last video, so I'm not going to take a lot of time to explain again why I feel that it's not exactly going to go through. I really just wanted to touch more on the fact that, yes, the Senate has voted for it, and now it is up to the House of Representatives, which is still scary. It can still happen. But the only reason that I think that it wouldn't is because out of all the articles you see, the biggest thing you see is this is $1 billion company, or like $1 billion field, a lot of money for the government, right? So it makes no sense really why they would want to shut it down or take it away completely, but that's also on the other hand why they want to, because they're not making more than they know what they could. Because as you look in a lot of medical and recreational states, the taxes on that are high. You'll often hear people in California and other places complain that when you buy things from the dispensary, the taxes are just much more ridiculous and very, very high. And they also tax the business itself a lot. And I know that like even recently people have just been able to get to banks with money from the recreational side and whatnot. So obviously they already are like, okay, well, if this is going to be a thing, we're going to make as much money as possible. Now, from my understanding, right, this is just from talking with other business owners and depending on your state always, but most business owners, even for the hemp space, are just a regular business. So they're only paying the 30-40% tax that they're supposed to on the business front. And that's where, you know, a lot of money can be made, right? Compared to the like 70% with more of the recreational side. So obviously there's a lot of money to be made on both sides. As I said, you would have to enforce more regulations, things like that, that would somehow profit through the government, which obviously I imagine that's more or less what they're probably thinking that they're gonna end up doing. But this has once again been going on for many years where the same stuff happens. It does seem though like it is ramping up a little bit and just getting more worrisome with how much they're attacking it and still with how much they're just wanting to ban completely. And once again, it would be a complete ban of everything. So all the people that do content like this, you know, most WeTube content would go back to being like just gone, right? Like just even before hemp and stuff came out, there was still only like a select handful of YouTubers that were doing this, and they've still been the most popular ones. So like the space itself has never really been able to grow. But then when hemp and stuff came out, this space was able to grow quite a bit. I mean, I literally made a whole career and job out of this. So it's definitely, you know, a very big thing. And it's definitely like heating up quite a bit. And yeah, it's just getting more worrisome. But that's about all I got for you. Because honestly, the House of Representatives still isn't technically back. The government's still like not open or shut down or whatever the fuck they do, right? And even when they have to vote on even coming back. And then on top of that, I imagine they have many things to vote on, that being one of them as well. But honestly, I don't know how fast that stuff moves. In my opinion, it could take a while. You could still have, and even if it does go through, like you might still have a year leeway. You know how things like that work. But anyway, I will keep you guys more updated as stuff comes out. If you enjoy the End Bump, you can send your own to chillydillyendbumps@gmail.com. Much love. Be safe. And yeah, like I said, go help. You can help fight this through a lot of different channels. Peace.